City, best team in the land and on the world. I could come here and be shameless and do the whole City Guardiola we've got, and pretend that I'm happy that City have won. I'm happy, but because I can't be happy. It was such a strange watch being a Chelsea fan watching that. You know, I was making my videos before about be shameless and be like yeah we want Arsenal to lose the league and everything, but that was sad. That was sad watch from a Chelsea point of view. Just we got so much to do. We're gonna make multiple videos. I think I'm gonna split them up into different topics because there's so much I want to talk about. But City, just a review of the game. I mean, the first half we started off looking like we were gonna do something, and I spent the most of the second half just wondering how the game got away from us as it did. I don't know if I maybe need to watch it back ahead of the Man United game during the week, but we started, intensity. We were playing well. I seen off the ball, Santos dropping into that right centre back auxiliary role, that line of five, and then the midfield. Caicedo, Palmer, Neto, and Estevao was outlets, and then Joao was up there. And we just rotating across, and we off the ball. We looked good, just defensively solid. People were doing their job. Hato, I thought, was good. People were snipping the ball here and there. And we playing on a counter attack. Cole looked like he was a bit warm and he dropped off. Neto looked alright in the second half. Estevao was alright. Joao was playing well in that first half as well. In the second half, though, I don't know what happened. I think City just turned it on and we just couldn't get out and we just couldn't play. But they just had we began to have a lot of the ball. And we just couldn't really do anything. We couldn't get Joao on the ball. We couldn't get Cole on the ball. We kind of just drowned out the game. And City just, they put us to the sword. I mean, the first goal, you could say people should be marking better in the box there. And then there's obviously, what's it called? The second goal was what? What was the second goal again? I even forgot. I think it was a corner or whatever, and then the ball gets to Shirky. Maybe people should be marking. I don't know where Cucurella was. I think it was a bit too high up the pitch. Finds a brilliantly threaded pass through to Gehi. By the way, that's quality. That's how you break down a line of defense. We don't have that quality. Cole Palmer, you don't play those passes, and then Gehi turns, finishes 2-0, and then the game's over. And then I thought it was harsh, the 3-0, the 4-0, but we kind of I don't think we give up. I could see players still trying, but we didn't have anything. And to see such a stark difference between us and Man City, it was just alarming. And 5 losses in a row, we're in trouble. This Champions League and this Europe and all this, but we'll talk about that in a separate Chelsea focus video. But for the game, yeah, Caicedo, I don't really blame Caicedo for that second goal too much. I think he could have done a lot better. It's poor on the ball to get caught like that. But I think when he gets it and he receives it there, the only options he really has is to pass it back. I don't think Gusto angles as much as he probably could have for a pass. Sanchez either, or just boot it out for a play. But obviously he's going to want to try and play through it. I can understand that move from him, but it just doesn't work, and we lose the ball. And Docker goes and scores, and it looks a lot more on Caicedo than I think it is, because he's the one who loses the ball directly. I thought he had a good game. I thought Dario was good when he came on. Achapong was good when he came on. But seeing Delap and all these guys come on, Neto play for my club, it's just it gets boring. It gets. I'm just demoralised at the state of this football club at the minute. But City get the 3 points. Can they go and win this league? Can they go and do it now? They're looking like they want to do it. We're going to do a separate video about that, just talking about City and the tariffs in general. We're going to do a separate video talking about Chelsea. I'm going to do a video talking about Chelsea and Man United. And then, yeah, that's going to be me for today. But the overall match review, Chelsea 0, Manchester City 3. City, go in this league for me, Black. We have to discuss things from a Chelsea point of view. We've done the overall match review, talking about the general match and implications on Manchester City. We did a separate video on that and the title race, but that was painful. As much as we knew the greater picture, maybe we wanted City to win, some people, it still wasn't good seeing my team losing that kind of fashion. And the first half, as I said in both the reviews, played okay. It looked like, the best case scenario for me was an ethical loss where we play well and we don't deserve to lose, but we lose and City keep marching on. But for City, the best case scenario is 3 goals for their goal difference, confidence, and they march on and they can hopefully win the league. But for us, a good start first half, but second half, we kind of just tailed off, and I don't really know what went wrong tactically. I don't know what Rosenior will have to, have the inquest and the review of the match. But this football club, I just want to talk about it in general. The result, is the result. It's 5 losses in a row. 5 losses in a row. PSG, Newcastle, PSG, Everton today, with Manchester United next. And we're gonna make a separate video just making a point, but it's gonna be echoing the point that I'm about to make. This could be a long one if you want to hold, if you want to watch it all whole time 2 times speed to help get through it, whatever. But I'm gonna make a comparison with Man United in that video because I think it's quite apt how the two teams' trajectories have gone since last summer, right? And for the last third of the game, I'm just looking at the lap coming on. I'm looking at Neto and Garnacho, and I'm just like, the difference between where we are and where City are and where Arsenal are is just decisions. It's decisions. It's Nux, fam. Who used to be judging decisions? Look at the decisions that we've made. The decision to sign the likes of Delap, Garnacho, all the players that we've got, players that are letting us down, players that have got us in a position that we end up. The decision to, not do the right things that made Enzo Maresca want to stay. The decision to get Rosenior over maybe waiting or maybe getting another manager in Iraola or something like that. The decision to make the model the way it is. The decisions to sign Garnacho. The decisions to sign him over players like Ray and Shirky who go make the difference. The decisions to Mark Gahey, who scores a goal today. We had a decision to either get him last year when we were struggling with centre backs, or we were very highly linked with him. We're going to get Trevor Chalobah from loan. The lazy option, the cheaper option. Look where Gahey is now, look where Chalobah is now. Chalobah might be out the door. But they like that to pound this idea that no, we're doing the right things, we know what we're doing. You don't know what you're doing. There's a reason why. And they were there today. They were there at the 8-2. And as much as now it looks bleak for Champions League, we're 4 points off the 5th spot. There is a possibility that if Aston Villa win the league, win the Europa League, we can still get it with 6th place, which I think is a farce, by the way, but it's a possibility. But the fact that we're going to finish 6th or below is just mad. To where we were and where we are now. I said it in my Spurs route earlier today. Decisions have just made that club go like that. Compounding bad decisions. And compounding bad decisions have made us get to the point where we even needed a rebuild. We made some good decisions that made us go a bit on the up, and then compounding bad decisions again leads to where we are. Now, we can't let the rot continue. We can't let just continue getting worse. You can't be not ruthless and keep Garnacho, keep Neto, keep Delap and all these guys. It needs to be an absolutely ruthless summer if we want to go anywhere. We have to admit our mistakes. We have to be harsh. We have to, and when they say they want, okay, I understand that they don't want to review the manager situation. The first and foremost should be get good players in, and then we assess the manager further. But it's it's the situation we find ourselves in. It's just mad to me. And yeah, as I was saying, my worry now is, yes, we're not going to get Champions League. It's unlikely. If you want to get Champions League, you go beat Man United next week. Brighton away, that's a hard game. They're creeping up the table as well. We lost to Everton. If Everton beat Liverpool, yes, people see it as a favour because they're above us. Everton can creep up behind us if we were to then lose to Man United later on in that same game day. So I'm looking behind us now. Bournemouth, yes, we won yesterday. Haha, Arsenal, but they're a couple of points behind us. I think they're 3 points behind us. We can beat Bournemouth this season. Well, a few more drop points, and we could be staring down the barrel of Conference League again. We could be staring down the barrel of no European football after the investment, £1.5+ billion spent. And to end where you are, you have to self-reflect and say you can't spend this amount of money and be where we are, and everything to just be a-okay, and the fans are getting it wrong, and everyone's not giving us a chance. You have to reflect. You have to be. This is why I don't know these people, but I can't assume that you're just or right people when there's this arrogance, there's this lack of self-reflection, there's lack of wanting to be better. You have to show us. You can't just say, oh, we're gonna do it. We might want to change it up in the summer. You have to do it. And no, it's not good enough to go, oh, we got Murillo. Oh yeah, he's experienced. No, we're talking about the best of the best that is possible in this market with the situation that we're in. Don't go and get me lazy signings. Morgan Rogers, it's a lazy signing. Oh, because positionally, no. Profile, scout properly. Look at where Man City are. They're there. Look at what Bournemouth did yesterday. They're there because they scout well. And they Manchester United, with, and we're going to make this point on a larger scale in that separate video. Manchester United are where they are now from 15th to 3rd. Can be 10 points ahead of us if they beat Leeds tomorrow. They've got there, and they've opened that gap because they've brought the right players, they've brought the right managers in, and everything just fits well. It's all about things fitting well, and that's how mid-table teams, the Brightons, have passed Newcastle when they did at Villa. You don't have to go and spend all this money. You don't have to just do the right decisions. Every decision, every sliding doors moment, you have to pick the right choice and the right thing to do. That's how you build your football club. You can't keep making bad decisions and we'll just loan them out or that. You have to think, plan, and if you're not good enough to do the job, then you need to be held accountable. The only thing I don't like is there's no accountability in our football club. They should be sacked, the directors. Yes, if Iqbali wants to be the head honcho, he's not good enough either. He thinks, yeah, but if you're gonna do one thing, mate, and I know you watch content and you like to get just what the fans saying. If you somehow stumble across this video, bro, a lot of us want you out. A lot of us don't like your model. However, one thing, the club is in the position that it is. The model that you're doing can work. You haven't got the right people in charge of the decisions. That's why we are where we are now. I'm telling you, better decisions, better results. It's quite simple. Players don't get players that shouldn't be here. Don't get managers that shouldn't be here. That's the first step. Players that are suitable for this level. Then profiles that suit what we need, and then the amount of right a range of wages, the right range of ages and experience. That's the basics. The basics of football. The right mentalities. The basics, and then you can build on it with certain things. Don't try and invent a new way to be good at football. Don't try and be too. It's not how it works. Don't do it. Be normal. Do things in a way that needs to be done, and be humble, and be open to criticism, and do things the right way. I believe that you guys can get this right, but if you're not gonna get it right, get certain people in that club gone or leave yourself. The club's in great bother, great bother. And it was just depressing today and painful to see, and just like where we are 5 months in a row. We've got Man United next. They're not our biggest rival, but it's a big game for me. And we want to beat them. And just the fact that they can go 13 points above us if they win the next 2 games, is so damning. So damning. And yeah, the Clifford club at the moment is in the gutter. And yeah, a lot needs to be done. A lot needs to be done because we are nowhere near the level.